For the past 3 years, I've been in a committed relationship with my fiancé, and we've been happy together. But recently, I noticed some things that started to raise serious doubts. My fiancé and his best friend have an ongoing joke where they send each other explicit photos and texts. I, 25-year-old female, think my boyfriend, 33-year-old male, is lying to me about his sexuality and is cheating on me with his best friend. We have been together for 3 years. We have great intimate life. He tells me he loves me, he wants kids, and he tells me it's just a joke and they do this because it's funny. His best friend, we'll call him Tyler for the sake of this post, and him talk sexual to each other all the time. I've seen over his shoulder texts saying things like, "I'm going to pound your cake so hard it's going to hurt to walk" days after, and I have seen photos of both of them sending pictures of their private parts. I was snooping last night. I know I shouldn't do that, but Tyler sent my fiancé a photo of his boner a couple days ago and my fiancé said, "Nice strudel bro," and things like, "Too bad I'm not gay or I'd suck that hog." Like it almost seems like they are joking but sending actual pictures of their private parts. Like multiple times and both of them hard. Talking like this pretty regularly. Am I overreacting? Please help. We are set to get married soon and I'm worried he is cheating on me with Tyler. Edit. I don't have a problem with him being gay. I have a problem with him cheating on me. Update. I'm going to play it cool for a couple days and just keep an eye on their behavior. Tyler is coming over to hang out this coming Tuesday afternoon and I might say something to gauge their reactions. Not sure what yet, but something to see if they look at each other weird or something. I don't know. I'll update later when I know my plan. I hope this turns out all to be just some big joke between them. Update. Wow. I'll start with that. I didn't say anything when they were together. I was full of anxiety and all in my head and I just couldn't do it. I brought it up this morning before he left for work. I said something to the nature of, "I looked at your phone and I would love to know why you two are sexting with each other. I'm not comfortable with it and we need to talk about this. Are you gay or?" He literally burst out laughing as I'm tearing up asking this. He says this is all a big joke. He says that this whole thing started because they were making fun of homophobes and people who are insecure with their sexuality and it went from jokes to full-on dick pics. He said they talk about how it's so funny that seeing a dick makes you gay or people find it gross when in fact it's no different than a picture of an ear or hand. It's a big inside joke because straight men are not supposed to act like this and people who think that makes you gay or weird are just insecure and childish. He says that it started with just sending pictures of private parts from the internet and eventually led to them sending their own because of the shock value. I literally do not know what to think about this. I told him to stop it now and he said he would respect that and not do it anymore, but also said I need to chill and doesn't like that I looked at his phone. Ugh. I did see him start talking on his phone as he was leaving the driveway, probably bitching about me. Update. From my fiancé. I sent this to my soon-to-be wife to post for me. We had a heartfelt and serious discussion about what she's been thinking and then she told me about her Reddit posts. I will be honest, I have shared these with Tyler and we find this all super hilarious, as well as my fiancé now that she understands. All 3 of us hung out a few days ago and talked about it and we shared a good laugh. Conclusion. Our sense of humors are much more developed than your average Redditor. A lot of people said gay humor between straight men is normal, but Snapchatting a picture of your hard strudel when they're not expecting it is too far and not funny. Get the hell out. People on these posts are the ones making it sexual, not us. We just find it hilarious cause it's unexpected and shocking and people's reactions when we tell them we do this, like all of yours, is funny as hell to us. This is not a secret among our group of guy friends and a handful of other dudes have seen our strudel besides just us two. After my conversation with my fiancé and Tyler, we agreed we wouldn't behave like this anymore if it made her uncomfortable. There's nothing wrong with being gay, and if either of us was gay, we wouldn't have a problem with that or keep it a secret. It's not our fault we've unlocked peak humor and you all are projecting your perception of sexuality or insecurities onto the situation. We live in a pretty homophobic world, and I'm sure a lot of the men in these threads got bullied and called gay when they were in school growing up. Your fear of people thinking you're gay is not my problem or has anything to do with my life. It's perfectly okay if you wouldn't send a photo of your strudel to one of your friends, but if my bud Tyler wants to hit one of our bros with a strudel pic randomly every 6 months when they're least expecting it and everyone involved just finds it funny, then who cares? It's not his fault you have a weak sense of humor. If you see a penis and think of it as inherently sexual, that says more about you than it does us, buddy. To answer a lot of people's questions, no, I would not care if my fiancé sent a picture of her vagina to one of her girlfriends as a joke. Literally wouldn't bother me in the slightest. If it bothers you, that's you. I also saw a woman in one of the threads who said she divorced her husband because he wanted to get pegged because that's gay, so obviously the understanding of sexuality in this community is limited. A man and a woman engaging in a sex act is not gay in any capacity. Homosexuality is when two men engage in sexual or romantic behavior, that's it. Do people send strudel pics in a sexual capacity? Obviously. Sometimes it's just funny, get over it. Sorry you're insecure about people seeing your dick. It's just a penis. It's not going to hurt you. This is a very weird, backwards Puritan society we live in. After speaking about it with my fiancé and Tyler together, she understands it's just a big joke to us even though it's not her particular sense of humor. She said she doesn't know if she's okay with it, so we agreed we won't act like that anymore. Boom. Problem solved. She's my soulmate and I love her very much. Everyone telling her to run away or break up with me is a freaking idiot projecting their own shitty relationship experiences onto us. Maybe learn to give advice objectively instead of projecting next time. You don't know us. You don't know the dynamics of my relationship or of my friendships. I appreciate everyone who actually tried to offer her thoughtful, compassionate advice that led to us communicating about this so we could move past it. For the men messaging her on here and flirting, I would like to say you took advantage of her during an emotional time and she told me about how she played into this and will not do it again. I don't have a Reddit, but my wife will show me this post later tonight and then we are moving on from all this bullshit. Goodbye. In the end, after a heartfelt conversation with his fiancé and best friend, they reached a mutual understanding. Her fiancé explained that their explicit messages were meant as jokes challenging social norms, rather than anything romantic or serious. While his fiancé initially felt betrayed, she ultimately saw it as a unique sense of humor shared among friends, even if it wasn't her style. They agreed to stop this type of joking out of respect for her boundaries, reinforcing their commitment to open communication and mutual respect as they move forward together.